DNJ Energy has a passion for continuous process improvement and adoption of latest technologies in the field of power and engineering sector. In continuing with the same philosophy, we have developed a digital local control cabinet simulator to perform the digital simulation checks and interlock checks and the protection simulation checks in-house by our DNJ experts. To perform these functions, this is the Digital LCC Simulator and this is the LCC panel, and moving forward, this is the human-machine interface wherein we have depicted a single line diagram of an actual GIS substation of a leading power utility in United Arab Emirates.
Digital LCC test simulation basically comprises of three main areas. Digital LCC Simulator, which comprises of input-output cards, PLCs and contact relays. And LCC panel consists of initiators, BCUs called as bay control units and mimic diagram. LCC sends open and close commands to the LCC simulator where it receives and sends the feedback in form of NO and NC context to the LCC. And third important part is HMI, where we can see the actual status of all the devices and replicates the exact GIS. As an example, we have taken a typical 130 kV feeder panel which consists of two bus isolators Q1 and Q2 with associated with earth switches Q51 and Q52, followed by a breaker Q0 and a line isolator Q9, followed by earth switches Q53, Q8. The operation philosophy of an LCC simulation can be categorically divided into three parts. One is controlled through local breaker, the second is controlled through mimic, and third is controlled through bay control unit BCU. First we will go with the local breaker simulation. First we will try to close Q9 through HMI. Now the isolator is closed. You can see here the Q9 is in red color. Now we will try to close the isolator Q1. Now the Q1 is closed. Now let's try to close the Q0 breaker. The Q0 breaker is closed. Here you can see the complete operation of LCC through the local breaker. Now we will start the LCC operation through mimic. First we will try to close the Q9 isolator through mimic. Here we can see the Q9 isolator is closed. Next, now we will try to close the Q1 isolator through mimic. The Q1 isolator is closed. Now we will try to close the Q0 breaker through mimic. So now here you can see the whole system is already closed and the whole operation is done through mimic and reflecting through HMI. Now we will start the LCC simulation through bay control unit BCU. First we will try to close the Q9 isolator through BCU. The Q9 isolator is closed. Now we will try to close Q2 isolator through BCU. Now the Q2 isolator is closed. Now we will try to close the breaker Q0 through BCU. Here you can see all the status of the device are reflecting HMI. With digital LCC test simulation, we can perform the complete functional assessment of LCC panel, panel wiring, interlock wiring and the protection functioning.
So this LCC simulator, which we have demonstrated, will serve the purpose of complete all the GIS manufacturers, and we can demonstrate all the interlocks and logics at all the voltage levels, and we definitely believe that this will be able to cater to the needs of the global suppliers and especially to the various utilities across the United Arab Emirates.